Serb and Romanians, they don't get along, they never have, and I don't think we'll see this conflict end in our lifetime. Hi everyone, my name's Cadence. I've been running OnlyNoobs for 52 weeks in a row, and today we made an Iceberg meme. So poll 27, I made an unofficial meme pool because people were posting a ton of memes, kind of clogging up the main channel. It's numbered way high, like we only had 10 polls this time, and that was the meme channel. However, as of recently, we have killed poll 27 because we actually needed it for players. Alright, so Canadian Thanksgiving. Canadian Thanksgiving is a reference to how OnlyNoobs happens every Thursday, and it actually runs on Thursday. As in, Thanksgiving runs on Thursdays. So, we had an issue where I had some family obligations, requested help to the ever-gracious Legs, who is Canadian, which, by the way, makes sense. Canada has a different Thanksgiving. I don't know their situation. It's kind of weird. However, Legs was gracious enough to help me run the tournament from my kitchen table, and we actually had probably the biggest tournament on Thanksgiving. So shout out to Legs. Japan 9-ball. So OG fans of me or my content know this one, but I made a very early video. It might be the oldest video on my channel about Japan 9-ball and how I got like fascinated by this game that I couldn't find the rules to. And it's really kind of random and specific, but I was super into it for a little while. If you want the full story, you just need to watch the video called Japan 9-ball. Saffron and J-Grebs are the same person. I can't say I've ever seen Saffron and J-Grebs in the same room, so I'm not going to get into someone's personal business, because that's their stuff. Cadence skill creep. The Cadence skill creep is a reference to how I use myself as kind of the bar if you're too good for OnlyNoobs. Say we play and I beat you pretty badly, you're a-okay for OnlyNoobs. But if you beat me, you are basically, I'm saying you're way too good. However, this also kind of screwed everyone over because I didn't expect myself to get any better at Melee. I'm not amazing, but I have gotten, I think, decently better over the year. And so I ended up raising the bar and everyone else suffered. Example, I'm actually not going to give examples, but you can imagine people that's been screwed by this. Mike Hayes. So Mike Hayes is someone who defeated me in my first ever Tier Divo 2. I had the best tournament experience of my life, winners finals or something. I had to play Mike Hayes, a professional Smash player, on a box which is like an alternate controller. Why Pino thought this was going to work out is beyond me. However, I was so pissed off by this moment that it inspired me to kind of like, you know what, I'm going to make an actual amateur bracket without Mike Hayes in it, and that's already like a win, right? So me and Mike Hayes, I don't know how I feel about him. However, he retired right after he won, which is even more annoying. Alright, so next we have the CLM Meetup. This one is, I think this is referring to how Unsure and I ran the Chicago Arcadian, and we had a ton of representation from OnlyNoobs, players who have not been in the scene until then, or players who have kind of taken a step back and then got back into it. And so we did a picture, we had a photo op of like 8 of us or something, and I think K-Phoebe's phone camera was kind of screwed up because I am not that short in any capacity, yet the lens or something kind of squished me a little bit, so it's a weird photo. Chubbles won twice. So Chubbles is a player who, about to win a very large OnlyNoobs, Smash UG had an issue and it crashed, and we had to take the Smash UG bracket and do it into challenge, but only like half the people got the memo. And so I felt bad because Chubbles got kind of robbed, even though he won, so I didn't ban him. However, Chubbles then go on to prove that he can't be trusted to win a normal bracket because it took him like 5 times for Chubbles to actually win again. However, he did it and he's with us tonight. What do we have? Asuka vs. Breloom. So this is a reference to, I think, probably the most brutal match I've ever seen on stream, where it was almost a perfect 4-stock, and it was all because this Captain Falcon player counterpicked Peach to FD, expecting not to get chain grabbed. And it happened 4 times. The OnlyNoobs pillow. You guys could look it up, I don't want to spend too much time, but I have a shop where you can spend channel points for free stuff. And I have a pillow for 100,000 points. And over a year. It's been there for most of the year, and somehow nobody has been able to claim it, which means you guys are terrible at spending, saving, and gambling. I don't think anyone's ever gonna get this pillow. All right, Yoshi's Destination. That was my premiere video explaining a theory I had how to make Mars Fox way more even. You guys can watch that video for more detail in it. It's pretty good actually, and I still believe in it. Kayfabe's prize. For some reason I promised Kayfabe's a prize for winning something, and I didn't have something in mind already, so I have been kind of stringing them along. I haven't forget, and it made the iceberg. So it is on the iceberg until I give you something. I will remember. Alright, Challenge Night featuring Divine Senator Kelly. You could remind me, DSK, but I think that was the Troubles night. And Troubles got screwed, and he had to win the challenge bracket instead. And so it was just a messy night that honestly, the only reason why Divine Senator Kelly was there is because he was helping me. And I never usually take help. And I was so lucky, and he was able to help me. Case banned from Riptide. This is more of a personal story, but I'll leave it to I was working at Riptide, and Case tried to get into Riptide, but didn't have the right credentials, so I just couldn't let him in. So it's like, oh my god, you're Case, I'm Cadence. You can't get in with that. Liquid Nitrogen. Liquid Nitrogen is a Mewtwo player that I like very much. However, I don't know much more about it. This is a fan submitted one, but we do have a pretty cool Mewtwo player that we have a lot of memes of. Alright, we're gonna have to go quick. Cadence plays. Name inaccurate. I have been streaming for 52 weeks, and until last week, I have never once held a controller or played a game. It's kind of a lie. Stream endurance training. One time, a couple weeks ago, I tried to see how long I could sit in front of a computer in my Discord stream. I went about 13 hours, and it was really random, and I guess that's it. Like I said, I didn't make these up. Old guy killed Gasm. Gasm was a regular, and made it to winners finals against the person named Old Guy, which in retrospect was probably a Smurf, and won a heartbreaker of a moment, or of a set, and Gasm was never seen from again. Gasm, rest in peace. Dreamland is banned. I like to DM people if they're really fucking up my bracket and they're really slow to just please don't play in Dreamland. Players of our level kind of suck at killing each other at Dreamland. Alright, and the final tier, Jerb vs Romania. You had to have been there to understand this one. Jerb and Romanians, they don't get along, they never have, and I don't think we'll see this conflict end in our lifetime. Evil Cadence. This one took me a while to figure out, but I will remind everybody here that I do not want your subs, I don't want your money, and I do this for fun. Someone made a meme of me when people were making evil memes and put my face on it and saying, hey, click like, comment, and subscribe to me as Evil Cadence. The OnlyNoobs is connected to The Bachelor. This is more of a personal anecdote, I'm not going to get too much into it, but there's a very short connection between people who have been on the show on The Bachelor and have played in OnlyNoobs. Troubles is rich. For my own interest, I am not going to get into this, but I think Troubles is either the smartest and possibly the richest person in the OnlyNoobs hemisphere. E&B versus Ocean of Motion. So E&B, our resident Bowser player, was playing against the smart player, Ocean of Motion, and for some reason the smart player was like ledge stalling for like 5 minutes straight. And I made the call to DQ and ban Ocean of Motion, but I did it like during the set because we were watching on stream. And so I like told him like, hey, you're DQ'd. And like no one told him, so he just kept on stalling the entire match without realizing it. And then he finally ended. It's like, oh yeah, like you've been banned for like minutes now. And then lastly, Sloppy Toffee for Slippy hat. This one I had to do a bit of research on because someone said I tweeted this. I can't find a tweet, but some sort of exchange, Slippy hat for Sloppy Toffee or Sloppy Toffee for Slippy hat. I don't know who was on either side of the table, but apparently that was a thing, and that is the Iceberg. I am going to intro this again without music blaring, and then we'll get into it. But yeah, okay, whatever. I don't care. You guys submitted it. There's a form. I added like 2 of them that were missing.